deployed. Yep, kingy on. Oh, yep, we got colour. Oh crap, it's a big fish. It is a big fish. Today I'm in somewhat of a nostalgic little spot. This is one of the first spots I came to after getting my first van and getting my driver's license and coming fishing. And it's been a while since I've been here. I haven't been here since, but just recently a mate called me up and he's like, bro, there are some freaking big fish around, like really big fish getting about here. So something's grabbed it. Something's grabbed it. Hearing that, I have dropped absolutely everything and come down to where it all began, so to speak. At least in this part of the country, this is definitely where it all began. So I'm going to put the kayak in the water and we're going to see if we can't go and connect with one of these giant fish. We are getting into the winter months, so the weather is a little bit iffy. The fish are typically fewer and further between, but just like I've been saying, they're typically a little bit bigger. So we're going to go see if we can make the most of it, see if we can connect with a monster fish. So I'm pulling out a tactic that I don't think you've ever seen on this channel, and that's typically because I find there's better ways to catch big fish, but in this particular area, I think bait and burley is definitely the most effective way to do it. Like there's a lot of habitat, a lot of current, a lot of area to find fish, so sometimes it's easier to just bring the fish to you rather than go and find them, because the fish, they typically, I find they're just cruising, they're not really holding in a specific spot. It's quite the ideal little spot. It's dropping straight into 20 meters here, and then there's like a plateau running out off this edge, and all that nervous water there, you can see it's the current sort of upwelling on it. It's the perfect place to sort of hold bait fish. Exactly where I want to drop the anchor. Just want to make sure I'm off the edge of that plateau a little bit. Ideally you want to sit right on the structure, but if you sit right on the structure when you hook one of these big kingfish, they can just dive and break you off straight away, so you kind of need to be a little bit away from it. You'll notice I've got a thin bit of nylon, well not thin, it's 150 pound nylon sitting there that I'm clipping onto the boat, and that's so if I hook a fish and it's towing me or it's going for structure and I need to get off anchor, I can just cut that little bit of line and there's a float tied to the anchor so we won't lose it. Now I know what you're probably wondering, Matt, why have you got a can of cat food? But for me today, it's not actually cat food. This is burley on a budget. But I've actually used this in the past, so it's tuna and sardine cat food. It seems really weird, but it's really, really cheap in comparison to the burley bombs you buy at the shop. And it's actually really oily and really good burley. So I'm just gonna dump it straight in my burley bag and get some fish behind the boat. Ugh. It's absolutely gross, but does the job. Let's get a little bit pumped out first. Stinks as well, but you can see the oil slick it's already creating. Fish love this stuff. Now the next step in this equation is going to be a live bait, and in times past I've managed to catch them quite easily just on this edge, especially when you're pumping burley, so we'll just throw a little wee casting lure out there and see if there's any kahawai sitting on that reef. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Here's a kahawai. Is there still on there? Well, I've just pulled the anchor. I sat there for an hour and couldn't catch a live bait. Just chucked a little bib lure on the troll. Haven't even had it in the water for like 2 minutes and it's been picked up, so feels like a really good live bait size kahawai, if I'm being honest. Feels like the perfect size bait. Oh yeah, it's the best bait I could ask for. Come on, that is the best live bait I could ask for. Over this way. Wait. Oh mate, when they talk about a kahawai live bait, that is exactly what you want. Like, that is a lollipop for a kingfish. Let's drop him in the hatch for the time being. See if we can't find us another one. I was going to move on to a different ledge because I thought there was no bait here, but it might just be that the bait's holding on a different side of the island. Might have just been sat in the wrong position. But really, where you're finding the bait is where you want to be fishing for the kingfish. Alright, there's a pack of kahawai there. Must be just a school of them sitting on that exact little spot, because it's literally, I ran the track over on my GPS and got the bite at the exact same spot. I think that's telling me to drop the anchor here, and whoa, he's jumping. Drop the anchor here and run the live baits back against that edge, because if there's a school of bait sitting there, I'd say it's a likely spot for a kingfish to pass through. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, buddy. Hey, oh, he did it again. Right around here is where I was marking them. Catching them, marking them. Let's get some burley pumping. So I run a balloon on top of the live bait to keep it up on the surface, because we're not moving around, we're not trolling it, the bait will have a tendency to want to swim down into the weed line and get stuck and hide, which is not what I want. I want him visible, so if he's on the surface, every predator that swims past with its eyes looking up is going to see this guy clear as day. So just connecting the balloon with a rubber band so that when a fish eats live bait, it'll snap that rubber band and be completely free, and we'll just be fighting the fish, not a balloon. And got one 30-pound leader, and then it's a 9-barrow Gorilla live bait hook from Owner. So it may look like a huge bait, but honestly, when you see the size of the fish that's hopefully going to eat it, it won't look like a big bait. These fish, they've got a huge mouth and they can just inhale this thing whole. So hook point facing back so that when it swallows it head first, you get him right in the jaw as that live bait comes out. Now we let him swim. Go on, swim out. Don't be difficult. You don't need to be difficult, my friend. I want him to sort of go and sit on that edge out there. Yeah, you're going the wrong way, bro. Dude, you swam right back to me. Oh, why is that balloon suddenly popped off? Why has my balloon popped off? Yep, kingy on. Big fish on. Oh, what the heck just happened? Was that a shark? I think that was a shark. That took some serious line, and I think it cut me. What happened? Did it bust me off or did it cut me off? Nah, it was a shark. Sharky shark, I think. Yeah, clean cut. Oh yeah, we just got sharked. Jeez, that came out of nowhere. Bugger. Bugger. I just looked up and my balloon was, oh, my balloon's there. Actually, I might be able to grab it. My balloon had popped off and I was like, oh. Whee. Balloon popped off, I was like, oh, what's going on there? Maybe the carway just popped it off and then the line came tight. I think a shark came through and swallowed it. Was not what I wanted to eat that live bait. Definitely not what I wanted to eat that live bait. Deployed. Hopefully that one attracts a kingfish and not a shark. Oh, something's just smoked that. Oh, that's a shark. Oh, he's dropped it. I think that's a shark. He spat it out. Definitely ate it like it was a shark. Something's grabbed it. Something's grabbed it. Oh yeah, that's a shark. Whoa. And we got cut off. Okay. Yeah. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. The sharks are here. Hey guys, it's me from the future. I just wanted to jump in here and answer a question that you guys have been asking a lot recently, and that is, how do I keep my batteries and my camera gear and my devices charged and powered while I'm out and about in the kayak or exploring and adventuring in different places? And to put a long story short, it is power banks. Now that's where the sponsor of today's video comes in, Sharge. Now I've genuinely been using these two products for months on end now, and they've honestly become quite the essential part of my day-to-day kit. Now the first of those two products is the SHARGE ICEMAG3. Now this has become my everyday essential power bank. It comes on pretty much every adventure with me. It's got a few really cool features. The main one being a magnetic charger. So it's got a 25 watt magnetic charger, and the typical problem that you have with power banks with a magnetic charger is overheating, but Sharge has designed this entire thing around that with a 10,000 RPM cooling fan in the bottom. This thing packs a 10,000 milliamp hour capacity, which means it keeps all of my camera batteries charged up for the entire day. I never have to worry about my phone going flat. It basically means that I'm powered up wherever I go. It's also got a really cool kickstand on the back that allows you to set your phone down. It comes with an integrated USB-C cable, really durable, that charges at 35 watts, so you never run into that awkward situation of bringing your power bank but not bringing a charging cable. Now the second power bank that's become an absolute essential to me is the SHARGE Hypertower 170. Now this, it's a 25,000 milliamp capacity, but the thing that blows my mind is its 100 watt output capacity. Now this gives me the ability to charge up to 3 laptops at the same time. So when I'm traveling through airports or going through cafes where I don't always have access to an outlet, this little jobby has kept me powered up, kept me editing, kept the content coming to you guys. Thanks again to Sharge for powering up this episode. Really stoked to have these guys on board with the channel. Now, if you guys do want to check out any of the products mentioned, there's going to be links in the video description. As for right now, back to the prepaid programming. Well, I'm gonna grab my live bait, my anchor, might chuck a lure out the back, try and catch another live bait because that was the last one we had in the tank, and we're gonna go find another spot because there's sharks about. There's definitely sharks about. Not what I was after. Not in the slightest. Alright, changing tactics slightly here. Come into the mussel farms. So all these markers, this is a commercial operation where they're farming and growing mussels, and I'm hoping that somewhere in between here I can find some live jack mackerel. Just got a little sabiki rig tied on. Oh yeah, straight into him. I thought I was seeing him on the sounder. I like it when it's easy to catch live baits. Good jack mackerel. Perfect live bait. Could be a little bit larger, but he's gonna do for the time being. There we go. There's another bait. Oh, come off. Be nice if they weren't coming off. Ah, idiot, Matt. That was my only sabiki, and I just got it stuck on the rope and snapped it in half. That wasn't very smart. See, I might actually just go and drop the anchor and put that one live bait out, see if we can get some kahawai in the burley trail, because not really much point in not having a line in the water, if that makes sense. I think that's what I'm going to go and do. Put the anchor down and see if we can't bring a kingy in on that one live bait whilst we try and make some more. Right around here is where I want to be. Just coming up on the edge of a sort of a ledge. This rock face drops and then there's a plateau and then there's another drop off, and I'm on the edge of that second drop off. That's right where I want to be. That second drop off is going to be pushing current up, causing a bit of an upwelling, so it's exactly the sort of place that there's a likelihood of a kingfish being. Quite a small bait, but it's a bait nonetheless, and I think if a kingfish eats it, the kingfish is going to have no problem swallowing it. It's a little snack, we'll call it. A wee little snack. Oh. What have I hooked? I don't know what I've hooked, but I've just been sort of playing around with a micro jig whilst I waited for something to happen, and something big has just smoked the micro jig. Hey. It's going under the anchor line. Don't do that. That's unnecessary. Of course, now is when my live bait's going to get eaten. What have I... This thing is massive. It's a little, like, 10-gram bait jig that I've just been sort of... cutting away from the anchor. We're going to have to chase this thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a whole lot bigger than anything I was anticipating to hook. Not a clue what this is. Just got to go real light on the drag because it's only 20-pound leader and 15-pound line with tiny little assist hooks. We're now towing a live bait behind us. Whoa, buddy. I think it may be a kingfish. And he's not going the way that I want him to go. He's going towards the reef, which is the last thing I need him to do. I need him to swim out to deep water. Don't go that way, bro. Don't go that way. Do not go that way. I'm just using the rudder of the kayak to steer, sort of follow the fish around, but he's going the wrong way. And he's going to put me on the rocks. Oh no. Oh no, he's gone into the reef. Did he come out? Oh, he swam through the weeds. This is not a good zone. Oh, he's gonna break me off. This is tense. I can't believe whatever, like it's a jig that's tiny. It's a jig that's not even 3 centimeters long, and it's just been smoked by something huge. The heck is this? It's got to be enormous for this gear. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I wish I had an engine right now so I could try and lead him into deep water. Like, I'm in 7 meters. And I just can't put any sort of pressure on him. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, play nice, bro. This is a very big fish on very light tackle. This is not what I wanted to hook this fish on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. He's only got about 15 meters of line out. The problem is I'm only 10 meters deep. All he has to do is find one little bit of reef and I'm in the shit. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Stop. I'm so ridiculously undergunned. Come on, mate, come on. This little Slammer 2500 is getting a workout though. Good to have a buttery smooth drag in this situation. Oh, mate, 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 calm down. Chill, 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 chill. Chill, 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 chill. Dude, no, 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 no. Play nice, friend, play nice. Why did I have to hook it on the silly string? Why did I have to hook this fish on silly string? 15-pound line, 20-pound leader. I've hooked a mess. Please, no. It is a huge fish. There's no doubt about it. For the gear that I'm running, this fish is enormous. The size of the hook on this lure is probably that big. Oh, no, 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 no. Buddy. 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 I'm trying to catch live bait and I catch this. Actually turning his head. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Shouldn't have said that. Please don't break me off. No, please. Stop. Please. I'm shaking. I'm so nervous right now. I'm shaking. Just when I thought I was gaining some line, that happens. He hasn't got real angry and done a huge power run yet. It's sort of the advantage to just taking it easy on them and you know, going gentle. You can sort of keep them calm, keep them from freaking out. When you play them like that, you can usually sort of, you don't have them under control, but they don't really have a reason to scream off and just aim for the reef. That's sort of my theory here. So I'm very light on my hands, just taking it easy. But it's definitely a game that he's in control of. Oh, bro. I can see him on the sounder. He's only 10 meters away. We're out in 20 meters now, 20 meters of water. Oh, yep, we got color. Oh crap, it's a big fish. It is a big fish. Like a very big fish. This is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Holy balls. That's a fish. Bro. Bro. The water's he's closer than I thought. The water's murky. Mate. On this tackle, you're kidding me. I haven't got him yet. Oh, buddy. This is when you lose them. That's a joke. On this gear, this is a joke. Bro! What the heck? On a bait jig. On a bait jig, you're kidding me. Oh, no. Ooh, that was close. That was almost a complete stitch up. I just got to try and get the lip gaff in him without snapping the line or popping the hooks out, because they're tiny little hooks. Come on, mate, come on. Come on. Come on. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Oh, come on, open it. Open your mouth. Complete stitch up here, Matt. Come on, get the gaff in him. Okay, we got the gaff in him. We got a hand in him and a gaff in him. We got him! Holy heck! I don't know how I've just done that. That's a well over 10 kilo kingy on a freaking bait jig. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. On this tackle. Bro! What the f... Yes! Oh my god. If there's ever been a kingy that I thought was gonna break me off, it is this one. Holy smokes, man. Holy smokes. Can you guys see that on the head camera there? That is an 8 gram or 10 gram or something. I think it's called a roving jig from Ocean Legacy, but I was trying to catch a bait on it, like a jack mackerel or something. Not this thing. That is hilarious. And this guy is probably the perfect eating size kingfish, actually. I'd say he is the perfect size eating kingfish. Really fat, still a young fish, not so old that he's a big breeder. Good condition and plenty of good eating on him, so I might knock him over, brain and bleed, and slide him in the hatch. That's ridiculous. That is a tiny little, what is it? A 10 gram. So it's a roving 10 gram. I've hooked him in the corner. That's absurd. Brain and bleed. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry that I've ruined your day, mate, but I think that it's only fair we send him home. He's probably not going to survive, but sometimes it's just the thought that counts. But I'm going to up anchor and call it lunchtime. Quite excited to have some fresh kingfish. I haven't had any in quite a while, and I'm getting rather hungry. It's about it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so definitely overdue for some lunch. Home sweet home. Ugh, dry clothes. Glorious things, but I suppose we should probably fillet these fish. Grab a filleting knife. Definitely at that point in the day where I'm rather hungry, so kind of looking forward to getting these fillets off. Here's one loin. I like to fillet my kingfish like you would a tuna, so I take them off in 4 loins. One, it's just a lot easier to handle. You do it like this. Now the fillets are off. I'm just going to take the collars or the wings out of this fish. They will be absolutely delicious as well. Beautiful, 2 big bags of meat. We'll get these in the fridge and we'll clean everything up. Just want to get them cold quicker rather than later. Sooner rather than later. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Well, I guess it is somewhat time to make some food. Properly hungry about now, and I've got a pretty good little recipe that I wanted to make today. It's very simple, but it's something that Rod, or otherwise known as Rocket, actually made for me over in Australia with what we call longtail tuna over there, bluefin tuna, but I wanted to make it with kingfish back home, so I've got all the ingredients here, and most importantly got a kingfish to do it with. I'm going to use the belly part of the fish there. It's probably the more fattier, sweeter part of the fillet, and it's quite good because this recipe does not really require any cooking. It's basically just raw fish. I'll just see what way the grain's going. Try and cut against the grain with your sashimi, so Rocket did this with, I think, red onion traditionally, but I was in the shop and I sort of thought, oh, shallot is probably even better than a red onion. It's just a little bit less acidic and a little bit sweeter. So we probably only need half of it, to be honest. Probably more than enough. And then this looks like a lemon, but it's actually a lime. We'll go a wee bit of lime juice on there. And then, seeing as it's winter and citrus is well and truly in season, go a little bit of orange, bit of sweetness. I should probably mention that I'm making sort of like a crudo type of thing. I think you'd call it a crudo. raw fish with citrus and chili oil, basically. Good amount of salt. In an ideal world I'd have like flaky finishing salt, but just regular salt today. And then the stuff that's going to make it really good is chili oil. This is the extra spicy version, but probably garlic chili oil is probably preferred, but regardless it'll taste good. Got all the crunchy parts, see if we can get just the oil. That's a lot of chili oil. That's the good stuff anyway. Maybe not quite as pretty as the plate that Rod made me over in Australia, but I think it's going to taste good regardless. Apologies if the footage got a little bit shaky towards the end there. The wind is sort of rocking my tripod around. It's really started cranking in just the time that I've been filleting that fish. The wind is probably increased by another 50%, but a little bit of kingfish crudo, chili oil, citrus, sort of more of a summer dish, definitely, but it's middle of winter and I'm going to enjoy it regardless, so if I can hold on to it, let's give it a try. It's pretty good. Man, I rate that. I really rate that. That's phenomenal. All right, I feel like I'm doing a lot more eating than I am talking. I'm rather hungry, but this is really good. Last time I had it was with tuna over in Australia with Rod, and I feel like the kingfish, it's got a slightly less briny sort of a taste. It's a slightly more sweet and more sort of fragile flavor, and it sort of complements the citrus, the orange and the lime a little bit better. But yeah, I really rate that. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this food, give myself some energy, and get some gear ready. And I think definitely not going to be fishing this afternoon because the wind is just a little bit too crazy. But I've got a plan. I've got a plan for tomorrow morning to try a different spot that I couldn't really fish it today because of the wind direction. But tomorrow, it looks like I'll be able to fish it, and I think that is going to be the spot I'm more likely to find a really, really big kingfish. We found the kingfish today, and it wasn't a small one. It was quite a good one. I was pretty stoked to get it on that light tackle, but the one that's going to eat the massive live bait that I plan on putting out tomorrow is, I think, going to be in a different spot. So I'm going to enjoy this gear, enjoy this food, and get some gear ready. And regardless, see you guys tomorrow. It's been a day well spent.